Hello everybody and welcome back on my channel. My name is Alex and today I'm gonna show you how to make this part in SolidWorks. And for this we'll be following these dimensions. We have everything here. So first we'll start with half of this view and we'll use Revolved boss base. Then we'll make this rectangle on the bottom of this part. We can see it here. Then we'll make these two parts. You can see them here and here and here and here. Okay, and then we'll make these small parts, this one, the holes, and at the end the fillets. So let's begin. First we'll have to open a new part, and here we'll start with a sketch in the front plane. And now we'll make this plane white, and here we'll start with a center line. So select center line, we'll make a center line horizontal, and then we'll start with line, and we'll make the next sketch. We'll start from here, just like this. And then up, like this, like this. And back to this point. Okay, and now after you made this sketch, we'll have to start to define this. So first we'll select these two lines, we'll select here make collinear, then select these two and select here make collinear. And now with smart dimension we'll have to define this sketch. So select smart dimension, and we'll start with the dimension from this line to this line, and here will be 100 millimeters. Okay, this line here will have 4 millimeters. Nice. Okay, now from this line to this one, here will be 12. Okay, now we'll have to select this point with this one, and we'll select here make vertical. Nice. And now this line here will have 30 millimeters. This one here will have also 30. Okay. And now from this line to this point, here will be 18 millimeters. Okay. And now from this line to this line, here will be 10. From this one to this line, here will be 12. And from this one to this line, here will be 18. Nice. And I'll have to give one more dimension from this line to this center line, and here will be 108 divided by 2. Nice. And now from this line to this center line, here will be 85 divided by 2. Okay, and to fully define this sketch, you'll have to select these 2 points and select here make vertical. Nice. Now this is fully defined. Now go to features and use Revolved boss base command, and here we'll have to select this center line and press OK. And now we'll have to make the bottom from this part, which is this rectangle. So let's do this. We can see here the thickness 12 millimeters, and we can see here that will be collinear with this line here. We can see here the total length is 85, and here will be 86. And let's do this. So for this we'll open a sketch in the front plane, and here let's go to display style and we'll select hide on lines visible, because we'll need to see this edge here. And now we'll select line and we'll start from this point and we'll make a rectangle just like this. And now at Smart Dimension we'll have to define this. So we know that here are 12 millimeters and here are 85. Okay, and now we'll go to features and we'll use Extruded Boss Base command, and we'll have to select here instead of blind mid plane, and here will be 86. Press it OK. Let's go back to display style and select first one, and now we'll have to make this extruded cut here. We can see it end here, so this line here will have 74 and this one here will have 73, and the depth will be 6 millimeters. Let's do it. For this we'll have to open a sketch on this face, and here we'll start a center rectangle just like this. First we'll select this point with this one and we'll select here make horizontal, and then we'll have to give a dimension from this line to this edge. Here will be 6. This line here will have 73, and this one here will have 74. Okay, and the depth we know that it's 6, so go to features, use Extruded Cut, and here will be 6 millimeters. Press OK. Nice. And now we'll open a sketch on this face, normal 2, and here we'll start by converting this edge into our sketch. And now we'll select line and we'll start with line from this point, tangent to the circle on this edge, and back to this point, tangent to this circle. Now we'll select trim entities command, we'll cut this part, and now go to features, use Extruded Boss Base command, and here will be 6 millimeters the thickness, and select here reverse, press OK. And now we'll have to make this part here. This is very easy. We'll open a sketch in the front plane and we're gonna use rib. So here we'll only have to make one line from this point to this point, and this line is already fully defined. Just go to features now and select rib, and we'll have to make sure that this arrow is pointing to this cylinder, not down, up. So we'll have to select here flip material side. The thickness will be 6 millimeters and press OK. And now we have the rib. Nice. And now we'll make this hole here. So let's see. The hole have 15 millimeters in diameter, 22 millimeters from this edge, and 47 from this edge. This is all we need. So we'll open a sketch on this face, and now we'll select circle. We'll make here a circle, and now with Smart Dimension we'll have to define this. So 15 in diameter, 22 from this edge, and 47 from this other edge. Now it's fully defined. Go to features and use Extruded Cut. Here we'll select up to next and press OK. Nice. And now we'll open a sketch on this face, normal 2, and here we'll start with a center line. We'll start from this center point, just like this, and now we'll activate Dynamic Mirror Entities command. If you don't have this command here, you're gonna find a link in the description of this tutorial how to activate this. And now we select line. Actually, let's start with a circle first. So we'll make a circle here. Let's define this circle. The diameter will be 9 millimeters. And from this circle to this one, here will be 60 millimeters. Nice. And from this center point to this edge, here will be 62. Okay, now we'll select center point arc and we'll make here an arc, and then we'll select line, and now we'll need to see, actually let's try like this. So select line. Now we need to go here to display style and select here hidden lines visible, because we need to see this edge. So now select line and we'll go until this edge and back to this point. And now we'll have to define this. Now we can close dynamic mirror entities command and select smart dimension, and here will be 22 millimeters. Nice. Select this point and select here make tangent. Now this is fully defined. Go back to display style, select first one, go to features, select extruded boss base command, and here the thickness will be 6 millimeters. Press OK. Nice. And now we just made this part, you can see them here. Now we have to make this rectangle on top of this part. So for this we have here 62 millimeters and we have this dimension here, and we know the thickness is 4. So let's do this. We'll open a sketch on this face, and here we start with 3 lines. So make 3 lines just like this. Select this point, this circle, select here coincide, and now we'll make these 2 lines equal. And now we'll select convert entities command, select this edge, press OK, and now with trim entities we'll cut these parts. Okay, and now we'll have to define this. So with smart dimension we'll give here a dimension, here will be 62, and from this edge, from this line to this edge, here will be 116. Nice. Now go to features, use extruded boss base command, and here we'll select reverse direction, and we know the thickness is 4. Press OK. Easy like that. And now we'll have to make the next part. The next part will gonna be this one, and we can see here is the radius, and the diameter for that hole is 6 millimeters. We can see it here, but the hole we're gonna use hole wizard to make it, and we'll make these 2 holes with hole wizard in the same time. So here is the radius and here is the dimension, 4.4 millimeters from this point until this center point, or 29 from this edge to the center point. And let's do this. For this we'll open a sketch, let's see, in the top plane, and here we'll start with a center point arc. Just like this, and then with line, okay, select this point with this one and select here horizontal. And now smart dimension will have to define this, so we know the radius is 5. Okay, select this point and select here make tangent. And now with smart dimension from this point, actually let's give a dimension from this edge. So from this edge to the center point, here we know that is 29. Nice. And now we'll have to give a dimension to this line. We don't have any dimensions on the drawing for this line, but we'll just have to give one to fully define it. So here let's say it's 4 millimeters. We'll leave it like this and we'll see if it's okay or not. Now go to features and use extruded boss base command. And here we'll keep blind and the dimension here will be 22 millimeters. Press OK. Let me show you why it's 22. Because from this center line to this edge are half from 36, which is 18, and 18 plus 4 are 22. We'll have to use extruded cut to cut the extra material inside this cylinder after we make this, and press OK, and we can see the extra material. Okay, so open a sketch on this face, and here we'll have to use convert entities command to convert this edge. Press OK, go to features, use extruded cut, and here instead of blind select through all, press OK, and it's gone. And now we'll make this. Are 4 of them. We can see them all here. So we know that we can see here this small circle is tangent to this edge. We can see this construction geometry circle with the diameter 94, and we see the radius for this arc is 6, and this hole have the diameter 5. We can see it here. So let's do this. So first we'll open a sketch in the right plane, and here we'll start with a circle. Let's make that circle for construction geometry, and now we select the circle and select here construction geometry. Nice. Now a smart dimension will define this circle. So the diameter is 94. And now we'll select a circle. We'll make it with the center point coincide with this other circle. And now the diameter will be 5. And we'll select this circle and this edge. So this edge, this circle, and select here tangent. Nice. Now we'll select center point arc, and we'll make here an arc just like this, and then we'll select center line and we'll make here a center line, and then we'll select line and we'll start from this point. We'll go just like this and then like this and back to this other point. Select here make tangent, select this point and select here make tangent, and now we'll select this point from the middle of this line and this center line and select here coincide. And now with smart dimension we'll have to give a radius to this arc, and the radius was 6 millimeters. And now to fully define this, we'll select this line with this one and we'll select here make perpendicular. Nice. And now we'll have to give a dimension to this, and here let's say it's 10.5 millimeters. And now we'll go to features, we'll use extruded boss base command, and here we'll select up to next, or no, let's select up to surface, and we'll select this surface. Yes, it's better. Press OK. Nice. And now we'll have to make 3 more of them. So for this we'll go to linear sketch pattern, and from linear pattern, and from here we'll select circular pattern. Here we'll have to select the direction. The direction will be this edge. Here we'll have to select the features to pattern, and will be this extruded boss base. And here we'll keep 4 of them, 360 degrees, equal spacing, and press OK. Nice. And now we have 4 of them. Now we'll have to use hole wizard to make these holes, 4 holes. So go to hole wizard, We'll select here hole. Here we'll keep ISO drill size, and the size will be 5 millimeters. So we'll have to look here for 5. Here is it. Here we'll select through all, and we'll go to positions, select here 3D sketch, and here we'll just place them in these holes, in these points. Nice, and now press here OK. Okay, and now we'll use hole wizard to make this hole here also. So select this up to normal, go to hole wizard, but this time here the dimension will be 6, and here will not be through all, will be up to next. Go to positions, 3D sketch, and we'll place it in the center point. Press here OK. Nice, and now we'll have to open a sketch in the top plane, and here we'll make a circle. So select circle. This circle will have the diameter 6 millimeters. From this center point to this edge, here will be 16. And now select this point with this one and select here make horizontal. Go to features, use Extruded Cut, and here select through all, but we'll have to select here reverse direction and press OK. Nice, and now we have to apply some fillets because we made everything here. So let's see. We can see here a fillet with radius 5, which will be applied to these 4 edges at this rectangle, and then for the other fillets we're gonna use radius 2. And let's start. Okay, so select fillet. Here the radius will be 5. We'll select this edge, this one, and this one. Press OK. And now with radius to all the other fillets we can see. Okay, so this is it. This is the tutorial for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next tutorials. And if you like it, you can leave a like, you can subscribe if you want to see more tutorials like this. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.